Hello, everybody. It's tequila time. Late night last night. This is be Thursday night. Put this out tomorrow. Getting ready for the Kansas City Tequila Hunters bottle share out at Old Shiny Pizza. It's gonna be a fun time. Last night was a fun time. We had a Zoom meeting with Mary Carmen and Siempre, and we might have set a record. We started at 7:30. It went on till 2 a.m. Long night, short morning. Somebody didn't go to work the next day. When you wake up and you're drunk, it's not a good thing. Of course, that was 3 hours later. Not good. So, stayed home, recuperated, no hangover, just no sleep. So, here today, and we're going to talk about Siempre, because that's what we do. We talk about tequila. And my tequila of choice for this evening, I actually have two because I only have two bottles here. I've got more down at the lake, but I only have two here for obvious reasons. But this is also one of the bottles I'm going to share Friday evening with the club. And it's Siempre Supermo. And it's from the old distillery at 1137. This is their higher proof Blanco. This stuff is really, really good. This is my second bottle of this. And I may have done high proof Blancos and included that in there. But I also have the Siempre Reposado. And this is from 1414. Newsflash. They're going to make this at 1414 soon. So looking forward to that. The fun thing about this is that it is Tahona crushed, wild fermentation, special high cut, high proof, Supermo agaves. I believe it is copper pot stilled. It's not going to tell me on here, but I think it is. But it's really, really good. And I noticed certain people that I have met on video calls, and I have not yet met them in person. Every time I see them drinking Siempre, they're drinking Supermo. Alex, Sergio Cruz, Supermo, because that's it. It's some of the best stuff they're putting out. Not saying anything against Vivo or Murto or any of the other higher proof Blancos, but as beginning products, this one, oh my! Had such a great night last night. Had a really good time. Just really long and really, Mary Carmen's a gracious host. Keith, Ken, they all collaborate on this thing, and we had such a good time. Just having a really, really good time. Sergio Cruz was there. Gonzalo. Wait a minute, Gonzalo. I got Gonzalo's shirt on. Hold up. All day I dream about agave. Thank you for the shirt. Who else was there? Oh, good Lord. There's so many people. And at one point we had 54 on the call. We started out at 43, and then we ended up at about 54, 55. So we had a really great time. So I guess it's time to drink tequila. Let's look at the Reposado here, because this is at 80 proof, and this is brick oven, roller mill, open air Mozart, open air fermentation, Mozart method, 2 times distilled in copper pots. That is the Reposado, and it's aged in used bourbon barrels. But we're going to start out with the Supermo. Oh. It's ready to drink. Oh, God. I just caught a whiff of strawberry. Don't ask me why. That's just what came to. Yeah. Like ripe strawberry, you get that aroma. Now it's switching to mango. Maybe it was mango to begin with, but that's what my brain clicked. It was ripe strawberries. Ah, that smells so good. Mm-hmm. Wow. You get the cooked agave right on the tip of the tongue. The mango aroma, the flavor is a little bit, it's there. It's got a little heat to it, a little pepper in the back, but it's so sweet. Naturally sweet. Finish is nice. The viscosity of it it's still clean in the back. And it's clear as can be. A little bit of vegetal in there. But I still got the cooked agave and that mango note. Kind of a citrusy. This is really good. But no, we had fun. They had a little giveaway for everybody. We just kind of, had it, went through and they picked numbers and they assigned numbers to everybody, and then they used a randomizer. Unknowingly, because Sergio's there he's there, but his number was the first number that came up. So like, okay, pick another number. So they picked another number, and it was Christine Hansen, and she's like, oh, it's motorized. Way to go! It was a motorized cooler. So it's cool. So she goes, I'm taking that to Cabo. Well, do what you need to do. I'm still praying for her and John, and hoping he sees some improvement. I know that it's just depressing. You don't see the improvements you were wanting to see, and some of the changes. So, still working with him in his situation there. But no, they got to explain a lot about the bottles. And if you notice on the bottles, I don't know if I can get it in the camera. One of the first gifts that he gave, and I mean Alex gave to Monica, were flowers. And she likes to hang them upside down and let them dry out. And then they last forever. So that, along with the tattoo art, it's two things that they came up with to make their bottles unique. And, on most of the bottles, they have these little chains with the flowers hanging from the neck. And so that's what this symbolizes. That's what these are for. He goes, yeah, it was a great idea to decorate the bottles, but people just steal these. Buy the tequila. He goes, I go into bars where they use this a lot. He goes, there's got 20 of them pinned on their vest, and the bartenders. Like, that's cool. That means they're just using it up. Yeah, still get that fruit note, which like I said, strawberries, mango. That's just good stuff. This is batch number 3. I think it's 47%. Yeah. 94. Yeah. So that was, and the Supreme. It's like I said, loads of flavors on the tongue, on the palate. Nice long finish. It's still there. A little bit of heat. It's warm right here, but that's pretty much it. And tastes great. I have not had the regular Blanco after my first bottle of Siempre, other than Muerto, would have been the Supermo. And so I went back to Total Wine because it was on my way home and picked the Reposado up. And I was utterly surprised with it. I shouldn't say surprised. I enjoyed this. As you can tell, I enjoyed quite a bit of it. I opened both of these last night. Yes, Christopher had too much to drink. But I had fun. And wouldn't have changed one thing about it. Wouldn't have. So the Reposado is light in color. So you can tell that it's done from a fairly used barrel. They don't want it to. I don't know what the aging time is. It does not say, and that's okay. I'm sure it's. They didn't they wanted the barrel to influence a little color and a little oak to it, but I don't think that it's in there for a very long time. Most of the same aroma notes. I'm not really getting. Well, not really getting a barrel note. It's been one of those days. Oak comes through on the palate. Nice and light. Softens it up a little bit. Nice. Lots of cooked agave. You get that light barrel note that kind of gives a little more smooth to it. Very tasty. It takes the pepper off the back end. It still has some heat. It's still 80 proof. But compared to the Supermo, it's not that. I was almost going to say jalapeno pepperish in the back of the throat, but it's not. It's definitely black pepper. But it's lighter in the aroma than the Supermo is. There's lots of new things coming out of Siempre. Just keep your eyes and ears open. What is it? The New Jersey Agave Club did a barrel pick, and it is Muerto Reposado is coming out. That'll probably be club exclusive. Don't expect to find that on the store shelves. But they do have a couple other things coming out, aged products that they're saying, and then they're making their own Supremo of 1414. Sergio's is saying soon, very soon. So I'll be looking forward to that. Buttery on the mouthfeel. It's not overly oily. It's not real thick, but it's still smooth to the tongue. As far as the, it's just silky feeling. Just flows right down. Very delicious. I'd be curious to try this in a mixed drink, like a ranch water or a light margarita. I tend to not like my margarita super sweet, so I usually dilute down the margarita mix with some Topo Chico. Add a little extra lime, and or put a put a little bit of tequila mix into my ranch water, just to give it a little bit of sweetness to it. This stuff's delicious. If you have not tried Siempre, start with their basic. There's little squatty bottles. These are all good. My next purchases of these are probably going to be their standard standard Blanco and their Añejo to go along with these. And then I do, and of course, if you've watched my channel, I do have the Rebel Cask Añejo Long Island Lupic that is Vivo aged to a Reposado. That stuff is awesome. Awesome. And the Vivo and the Murto, yeah. And if you run, oops, wrong way, you make it into a zombie. That's what I was this morning, evidently. I wasn't drinking that. So, hey, y'all. Have fun with your tequila drinking. Enjoy. Try everything. You don't have to stick to a certain brand. I don't. I have 4 major brands on my shelves and then all variances in between. Because I have everything from extra añejos down to blancos to still strength reposados. I like the variety. I like, when I have the time to do a little bit of this one and then compare it against this other brand. Whether it's El Tequilino, whether it's Cascawin, whether it's Fortaleza. I like mixing it up, but last night was something else. Like I said, we had a ball. Once we got through talking about, about Alex and Monica and how they met and why they started this and when they did this and when they did that. And then we got to talking about tequila in general. And it's like, yeah. He goes, I don't just drink my own brand. He goes, I drink Viva Mexico. I drink Lost Lore. I drink Fortaleza. I drink anything almost anybody puts in front of me. He goes, if it's good tequila, it's good tequila, and I'm going to continue to drink it, as well as my own. And I'm like, yes, why wouldn't you? That's the whole thing. Even Guillermo Souza doesn't just drink. He mostly drinks his own tequila, and so does Alex. But if he's out with friends, he'll drink Arete, he'll drink El Tequilino, he'll drink Cascawin. If his is not available, he'll drink something else. I'm going to go home and just drink his. But, when you live at the distillery, that's easy to do. When you live here in the U.S., you got to stockpile. I got a little stockpile. But anyway, you all have a great weekend. Find a nice bottle, share it with friends. That's what I'm going to do twice. Once on Friday, once on Saturday. Family and friends on Saturday. So, hey, let's have a good time. Do it responsibly. And enjoy the shit out of it. So, as I always say, it's always tequila time. Salute, my friends. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.